Ask me why I support the Villa? It's because I am part of a fiercely dedicated staff. I hear laughter when there were tears. I see hugs when they were afraid of being touched. There is acceptance, and most of all, hope.
Hi, I'm John Keidel from Keidel's Janitorial Service. We're happy to support the Villa, and we hope you can find a way to support them now and in the future.
Hi, I'm Jen Arbori, a partner with the Bonadio Group. We are proud supporters of the Villa of Hope. We are so grateful for the work that they do in our community and the hope that they provide to those that they serve. Thank you for all that you do from us at the Bonadio Group.
The Class of 2020 Honor Roll Graduation Special, Tuesday on WROC.
The following is a commercial program paid for by the Villa of Hope. The opinions and views expressed belong to its sponsors and are not those of Nexstar Broadcasting Incorporated, this station, or their affiliates or employees.
We have been affiliated with Villa of Hope for over 25 years and wanted to briefly talk about how important the Villa is to this community now more than ever. Dawn?
Thank you, Steve. As a family, we're passionate about supporting the Villa of Hope, and the reason is we really believe in its mission and its vision. And we've seen and witnessed how it turns lives around, and ultimately, through those individual lives, the community as a whole. So thank you for joining us and supporting the Villa of Hope, Chris, and the very devoted team at the Villa.
Hi, I'm John McKenna, CEO of Tompkins Bank of Castile, and as presenting sponsor of the Portraits of Hope Gala, I want to welcome you to this special event tonight. Tompkins has been thrilled to partner with the Villa over the last 10 years because Chris and her team are making such an important impact in the lives of so many in our community. Tompkins, supporting the communities we serve, is one of our core values, and working with the Villa through volunteerism, providing financial services and donations is how we deliver on that commitment.
Thanks, John. I'm Christina Gullo, President and CEO of Villa of Hope. I just want to thank Tompkins, our gala co-chairs Nancy Wilkes and Gail Morelle, and our event sponsors, and all of you tonight for joining us. Thank you to Channel 8 for helping us adapt to this change and making this possible. We are here tonight to celebrate recovery for the people we serve and our whole community. We have all been experiencing some level of trauma lately, and we could all use a little hope right now. You will learn about our programs and stories that will be told through the lives of videos and guests that you will see tonight. We hope you enjoy them, and we hope you're inspired to support Villa of Hope. Prior to tonight, we've already raised half of our $300,000 goal. Enjoy the evening.
Community services at Villa of Hope really transforms our community by making sure that kids and parents and families are healthier physically, emotionally, mentally, making sure that they're their best selves.
Our clients are creative and resilient. They're also really resourceful. We form relationships with them and they become family.
We look at the whole person. We look at safety. We look at basic needs. We look at mental health needs. We look at the SUD needs. We look at housing needs. And we have access to resources all across the county that we can connect them with. Hope Place transforms our community by providing services, mental health and SUD services, as well as meeting the basic needs of our community during times where most other organizations are closed.
The ladies right now that's in our program, she was a resident on campus a while back. She's got a few children of her own and a mother at home that she's caring for. Last week was able to close on her very first home that she was able to save the deposit for by herself. She's currently in our new task program as well and is working to get her GED. She's truly just a shining example of what the Villa really does for the folks in our community and what your donations do for us. So thank you.
Joining me now is Blake Marcus and his mother, Gail Morelle. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having us.
Blake, if you could talk to me about what the Villa meant to you now that you're looking back on your experience.
The Villa got me started on my journey of sobriety. When I had hit my worst bottoms, they were there to bring me back up. It's what really got me started, taught me the things I needed to know to help myself, and gave me the strength and courage to ask others for help.
And this is a family affair, as we know from the Villa. This isn't just one person, but it's working on the family.
It is.
And how did that work for you?
They taught me that this wasn't about me, it was about Blake. And as parents, it's very, very difficult to separate those two. What did I do wrong? You know, what could I have done differently? But that really isn't the case. I couldn't have done anything except get him help. I think that's why he's sitting here today.
I love that. And now you and the entire family giving back through your message, which is going to mean so much to everyone out there listening and watching. So thank you both and the whole family for doing this with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Sabrina and the Morelle family. It is so awesome to see families rebuild relationships, recover their potential, and renew hope. We have a special surprise guest in studio with me tonight. This is John Harris from the Glover Kresk Foundation. Hey, John.
Good evening.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I wanted to tell you that the Glover Kresk Foundation is pleased to announce we will match $25,000 over the course of this broadcast. So we're looking for a dollar-to-dollar match on this. And I think it's important that people understand that when people come to the Villa of Hope, these are usually young adults or younger who come here needing help. And there's no way that they can get help otherwise. This is where we need to get help from, with the Villa of Hope. So please support it, and let's get these people back in their mainstream.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hope that grimace didn't make.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kim Sadwick. I'm privileged to be a psychiatric nurse practitioner at our outpatient behavioral health clinic. I ask that you open your hearts and minds as I share a narrative which demonstrates the resilient nature of the human spirit. Once there was a little girl. She grew up here in the city of Rochester. She had an older brother and sister and two parents who truly loved her to the best of their ability. Some days their best looked better than others. They suffered from alcoholism. At times, this little girl felt loved and safe, and at other times she was fearful, anxious, ashamed, and alone. She vowed never to drink. Adolescence came, and with it, a tumultuous emotional roller coaster. She did not know where she belonged, or even if she belonged on this earth. She sought relief from drugs and alcohol. This bright and promising young lady went from a straight-A student to a high school dropout, just like that, just add alcohol. Sadly, this was not the end, just the beginning of a life riddled with failure and a few successes, punctuated by heartbreak, violence, shame, guilt, fear, and uncertainty. At times, this young lady could control her addiction and achieve some outward measures of success. And at other times, her addiction controlled her. Addiction controlled her thoughts, her actions, her attitudes and emotions, and even her aspirations. As it turns out, this young lady went on to have two beautiful daughters of her own. She loved them with her whole being. But living with addiction, she was not always able to deliver the deep love and affection she felt. As is so often the case, these beautiful and blameless children grew up in the same fear, violence, shame, and despair that their mother knew as a child. Addiction so often repeats itself. Now a young woman, their mother would struggle for many years with a relentless and merciless addiction, which caused her to become a person she did not even know. Her girls would huddle in fear and spend countless hours by the window hoping their mother would return alive from yet another relapse into drug use. But once consumed with addiction, their mother could not return. It had truly taken her, body, mind, and spirit. As sad as it is to say this, addiction was far more powerful than even the love for her children. It told her lies. Lies like they're better off without you. Or why bother trying to get sober? You're just going to fail. Hopelessness was the prevailing theme, and death was welcome most days. Multiple incarcerations, hospitalizations, suicide attempts, car accidents, seizures. Nothing could stop this powerful addiction. Oh yes, with each event she would vow with a firm resolve to never use again. But addiction is cunning, baffling, and powerful. Addiction emerges as feelings of worthlessness, shame, fear, and futility. And addiction often results in relapse and broken-hearted children. How dark it is before the dawn. Eventually, this woman would find recovery, and these beautiful girls would have a mother again. You may have guessed, I was that young girl. I am this woman. My daughters, Alyssa and Jenna, are the children whom I speak of. We have all lived and survived the nightmare of addiction. My journey of recovery began in an inpatient treatment center, followed by residential programming to learn how to live and love again. First to love myself, and then to share that love with the world. I know that I am alive purely by God's grace. I have stepped out of my history and into my destiny. I would like to believe that the pain my children endured is not in vain, and that from all this suffering comes my unique ability to serve others. You see, I am not my disease, nor am I defined by the places my disease took me. I am a kind, loving mother. I am a diligent and selfless employee. I am a true friend. I am educated, intelligent, and devoted. I am a person in long-term recovery from addiction. I am worthy of this recovery, and I am enough. I've seen my story repeated time and time again in those I'm privileged to serve in my job today with the Villa. Families torn apart by addiction, the mother unable to care for her children, the father alienated from those he loves, broken homes and shattered dreams. My story puts me in the unique position to serve the families who enter our clinic. I'm honored to be a part of their journey. I have the privilege of serving folks at their most vulnerable times in life. I've been allowed this privilege because someone believed in me. Despite a dark past and a tarnished background, I was offered employment at what was then St. Joseph's Villa, and by no coincidence, soon became Villa of Hope. Hope was what I had a glimpse of in my darkest hours, that which allowed me to grasp recovery. Villa of Hope is truly my home of second chances for myself and for those I serve. You, the Villa's generous donors, have a chance to be a part of this mission with me. It's about restoring hope and dignity, reuniting families, and of course, recovery, one precious life at a time.
Wow, pretty special.
Kim represents Villa of Hope's mission every day. She is a true inspiration and a gift to those who receive treatment from her. One of the most genuine, passionate people, and a remarkable example of recovering one's own potential and carrying it forward, renewing hope for so many.
Kim's story is so inspirational, and on that note, that $25,000 match still stands. And here's what you have to do. It's really simple. You text HOPE, H-O-P-E, to 99605. 99605, just text HOPE so you can donate now. Here are more important and inspirational stories.
I'm Lori Baker, Chief Executive Officer of the Summit Federal Credit Union. I support the Villa of Hope because I believe in the mission. Individuals and families deserve to have an organization behind them that's committed to their success and genuinely passionate about their well-being. That's the Villa.
We're the moms! We support the Villa of Hope because everyone deserves a chance to rebuild, renew, and recover. Special thanks to all of you for supporting the Villa tonight and to the Villa staff who make it all possible. I hope you all have a great evening.
Hi, we're Jerry and Julie Warner.
This is our 5th year supporting the Villa of Hope. What we love about the Villa is its comprehensive support, services, and facilities. You can't find a better organization.
I think the Villa of Hope was the piece missing that put me back together and made me whole.
We're a small community clinic. However, our hearts are bigger than the bigger clinics that are out in the community.
The Villa's behavioral health services are transforming our community.
Our clinic is a fully integrated clinic, which means that it addresses both mental health and substance use. We offer medication support for addiction treatment clients and also for mental health-based issues.
When we're treating one particular member of a family, there's a strong likelihood that there's going to be illness, be it mental health or psychosocial struggles within the family as well. We're able to provide services to that entire family. We are able to treat the underlying causes of the problem, trauma, substance use, poverty. We are able to address all the needs of the family and help them to be a functional family unit.
I struggled with opiate addiction for a little over 6 years. That's where I met Kim Sadwick. You know, I told her, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get off opiates. And she sat down and she told me, yes, you will. Within a short amount of time, I did. I now have a bachelor's degree. I am an amazing mom. It was just completely life-changing.
Joining me now, we have Nancy Wilkes, the co-chair of the event, and her son, Nate Welch. Nate, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, pleasure.
Nancy, thank you. Nate, you were part of the Villa of Hope. You went there to get services. What was your experience?
The Villa provided me stability, not only with my mental bond, but with emotional and relationships with my family, and they're still involved in my life to this day. For me, it's an honor to be here to be able to speak on behalf of them. So they provided me hope.
And Nancy, what was that like as a mom to have someone else take over and help?
Heart-wrenching, actually. Scary. The reason that we chose the Villa when Nathan needed the support that he needed was so that we could be close and he would be kept within the community. So we as a family could be part of the healing process and that we could reestablish the relationships that were broken over the years in the family.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us here, but also for supporting the cause and being a part of this wonderful event.
By all means, I wouldn't miss it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think the best thing that's happened to me, I think, was work-based learning.
So overall, our program is growing, and it's growing at a very fast pace. Our work-based learning program not only serves children, we also serve adults in our re-entry program, and we serve adults in the community.
Touching the lives of over 200 youth and adults.
I was an assistant trainer doing TCI training. Now that I've had this experience, it taught me a lot of patience. It taught me a lot about meeting people, like communication skills. And it was very important to have those kind of skills. And it taught me that I'm not alone and that I can talk to staff if I'm going through struggles.
We give them the skills to go into the community to be able to be responsible citizens. We're providing employers with employees that they want to retain, that they want to train.
Our first adult that came through our work-based learning program through our ACBS services was incarcerated for over 30 years. He actually received his first job through us, through a temp agency, through Career Start. And he actually has been working 6 months consistently to this day.
Thank you. You gave me a new look at life and really made me feel confident and good about myself.
Work-based learning is changing our community.
Impacting the community.
Transforming our community.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Wood. I'm the Chief Advancement Officer and Executive Director of the Monroe Community College Foundation. And in recent years, I have had the privilege on behalf of the entire MCC Foundation Board of Directors to award a scholarship to a deserving Villa of Hope student. And so we are here today at our downtown campus to make that award, and we have a wonderful student that we're going to surprise with this scholarship. So it is my great honor to present a scholarship to Noah for $2,500 to attend MCC in fall of 2020.
This is a well-deserved award for Noah, and we all appreciate him very much.
Right now I'm a little emotional. It's a good day though. Like, I'm blessed to have a scholarship that I never thought I would have from where I came from and with the amazing people I was able to work with just to get to this moment. I'm blessed. I'm thankful to work with Sanders, Jerry Ann, and Jean for everything, every step of the way they were with me. I always had my back, and I appreciate that. Like, I never thought I'd be right. Never. This really means a lot. It really does mean a lot to me. I thank you. Thank you.
Stories like Noah's, just another example of why we're here. Sometimes it really takes just one person to have a life-changing impact on another. This is also how the Villa has evolved and expanded. We've grown most successful in our critical programs like workforce development that you heard about, behavioral health, and today we serve people in their homes, in outpatient clinic, and community programs.
And I want to thank Nancy Wilkes and her family. Great story there. Also, just got word we have another $10,000 match. So what you donate, it will be doubled up to $10,000. So you can text in right now. Next up, you will not want to miss the Champion of Hope Award.
We are Eric and Nancy Bond, proud supporters of the Villa of Hope.
We'd like to thank all of you for your support and give special thanks to the Villa staff who have done so much during these trying times.
Hi, we're Nicole and James Trailer, and our family proudly supports the Villa of Hope because the Villa provides so many family supports in their darkest hour.
Please consider making a gift to the Villa because remember, you are the hope.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Berkey, and this is my husband, Tim.
We support the Villa because they serve the vulnerable youth in our community.
The Villa provides them encouragement, compassion, skills, and most importantly, hope.
Hi, we're the Pineros.
And I'm Scott with Tompkins Bank of Castell. We support the Villa for all the hope it gives to our community and the opportunity it provides to renew one's hope for the future. Thanks for joining us tonight, and thanks for all your support.
We're a community of learners, and our kids come together at school, coming from all different communities and all different perspectives and all different cultures. Currently, we're serving 88 students, anywhere between 12 years old all the way up to 21. Humanities, the arts, certainly looking at math and science, engineering. We're looking at maker spaces and opportunities for kids to be creative with different types of materials and really let their minds and creativity flow with innovation around learning.
You really do see the change in how they approach their recovery or their work that they're doing, whether it be personal or academic.
Our students leave us with a smile, standing up straight and proud for the experiences that they were given while attending Villa of Hope School, and so appreciative of that.
Donations from our community and any outside love to the youth, it just makes their situation go by a little bit smoother, make them a little bit more comfortable in their journey. Thank you to our donors. We really appreciate your help.
Thank you for your donation, and it's going to help a lot of different programs for a lot of different kids that are going through a lot of hard things in their lives.
Thank you for not only allowing me, but all these other children that are going to come after me to have this amazing program to help better themselves.
I am so excited to be here with Joe Robach to present the Champion of Hope 2020 Award. Joe has been started with his roots at Villa, and back in the day you worked there, and he has never forgotten about the core work that we do at the Villa, and he's stood with us through our transformation and our change, and he has been instrumental in getting grants, literacy grants, $125,000 for our school generator that we were able to bring in, and also the writing that you did in order to support our behavioral health, mental health expansion, and our detox beds. So I am so proud to be here today to give this award to Joe, and wish that it could have been at our big gala with 500 people, but hey, this is a more intimate setting.
Thank you so much, and sincerely, I know firsthand how important the work the Villa does, the impact it has on young people and building confidence, steering in the right direction. And everybody needs that in their lives, and no one does it in such a good way as the Villa. So I'm honored to get an award, an acknowledgement from people who I admire so much. And I just really want to thank all of you that support the Villa in whichever way you can, because they really do God's work. Keeping young people that are facing extra challenges on track really makes all the difference in their lives and our community. So thank you very much. I'm honored, and I'll display it proudly.
What an evening this has been. Our community does need hope, and now we know where to go for it. Thank you again to all of our sponsors.
Adam, thank you so much, and to Channel 8 for helping us bring these messages of hope tonight. I just want you to know that those matches, the $25,000 and the $10,000, will run through June. Help us hit that goal. These have been really trying times. We really owe it to ourselves and our families and our communities to really recover from this trauma together and find hope. From my Villa family to my home family, who's here in the audience and at home too, we want to say good night.
Yes.
And thank you so much for being with us.
Good night, everybody.
Hi, my name is Ed Davison Gwen. I support the Villa of Hope because they have some of the most fantastic, compassionate, caring leaders serving one of the most important missions in our community. Thank you to everybody at the Villa of Hope for all you do.
Hi, I'm Mark Lucas, Executive Vice President at Entree Computer Services. I'd just like to say how proud we are to sponsor this year's Portraits of Hope Gala. I hope we'll see you there on June the 13th to stand alongside us and help support the Villa of Hope. Thank you.
The Red Wings are proud partners with the Villa of Hope. Be sure to check out the Portraits of Hope Gala on June 13th. I know we'll be watching.
Hi, I'm Jody Gage of the Rochester Americans and Nighthawks. We would like to thank the Villa of Hope and your staff for all the great work you do in providing support, service, programming, and a renewed hope to all our youth. Good luck with your gala tonight. Wishing you all the best, health, happiness, and please be safe.
Right.